Good evening, my people. Today, August the 1, the day that we ancestors them walk out of slavery, but them never walk out of God. Massa, they try to broke them body, but him couldn't broke them spirit. Even in the cane field, them did a pray. Even in the night, them did a sing. Even in the bondage, them did a believe that God go set them captive free. Emancipation wasn't just freedom from chain, a freedom for worship, freedom for pray, freedom for call upon the name of Jesus. So today, as the Jamaica for God movement, we stand yasso at the bottom of Jamaica for say, we are free people with a free God, free for love, free for build family, free for build community, free for build Jamaica from the bottom come up. The same God that bring us through slavery are the same God we are lead with now. Make we no waste the freedom. Make we use it to uplift one another. Remember, where the spirit of the Lord there freedom there. 2 Corinthians 3 verse 17. God bless the bottom of Jamaica. God bless all of Jamaica. One people, one God, one destiny. Join the movement. Jamaica for God. Happy Emancipation Day, everybody. One Jamaica.
The legal process behind emancipation and basically the law that abolished slavery. So the Slavery Abolition Act of 1833 was passed by the British Parliament. So according to that act, slavery was abolished effective August 1, 1834. And on August 1, 1834, the Emancipation Declaration was read on the steps of Old King's House in Spanish Town, which was the then capital of Jamaica. But instead of freedom being immediate, it instead reclassified the enslaved Africans as apprentices, and it was meant to last for a certain amount of time. So for non-field workers, they would be freed fully on August 1, 1838, and if you're a field worker, you'd be freed on August 1, 1840. But there was a lot going on. There were a lot of revolts and pressure from humanitarians. There was plans of fraud. There was a lot going on, and so the law was amended to have slavery be abolished fully and completely on August 1, 1838 for everyone. Of course, there's more to it, but that's an overview of emancipation and why we celebrate Emancipation Day on August 1. Let me know in the comments below if you knew of the legal process behind emancipation, and of course, have yourself a well-rested and happy emancipation.
Wanna tell me how the people them do? Is it nice? Is it doing too much? Cause I really like when things too much, you know. Is it doing too much? I mean, you can't get black and green and yellow and it no, you know, a lot. I hope it's not too much, as in that's what I hope for. And the second time I use a nail tech, yeah, I first from I come up here, I repeat a nail tech first. Cause I just walk and look somebody forget it right. How do you think the people them do? Did they get it right? And I want to tell you, she didn't give me exactly what I asked for. This is her interpretation, and I usually allow a little bit of leeway for
Told you were free, but still having to fight for true freedom. This is the story of Jamaica's emancipation. Let's get into it. Now, slavery was officially abolished in the British Empire on August 1st, 1834, which included Jamaica. However, freedom was not immediate. Instead, formerly enslaved people over the age of 6 were forced into an apprenticeship system to work for little to no pay for years. And after years of resistance and criticism, apprenticeship was abolished and full freedom was granted on midnight on July 31st, 1838. Now, although slavery ended, life remained extremely difficult for many Jamaicans. Many had no land, low wages, limited opportunities because they had no access to education, political power, and skilled jobs were restricted. Land ownership also became a priority, and this is where partner came in. Many pooled their savings to buy small plots of land and establish free villages, allowing them to build homes, farm, and create independent communities. Now, resistance still continued because Jamaicans continued to fight for fair wages, voting rights, and equal treatment throughout the 19th and 20th centuries. Now, Emancipation Day is more than a celebration of the end of slavery. It is a day to remember those who endured slavery, celebrate the strength and resilience of Jamaicans' ancestors, reflect on the ongoing pursuit of equality and justice, and it's also to honor the African heritage that has profoundly shaped Jamaica's culture, language, music, food, and identity. Now, I want to know your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments what is your favorite thing to do on Emancipation Day. And if you like this video, follow for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Oh my goodness, I'm driving. It took me about an hour to get what we would equate as 2 blocks. And then it just dawned on me, tomorrow is August 1st, which is Emancipation Day in Jamaica. It's a huge holiday. I mean, look at the traffic. It's packed, absolutely packed. I'm surprised. This is the first time I've gotten to drive freely in a very long amount of time, probably like an hour. So Emancipation Day, for those of you who don't know, is a day of celebration for Jamaicans, and it normally goes through August 6th, which is Independence Day. But Emancipation Day in the 1800s, I think 1833 or 34, if my history is correct, was when enslaved Africans were I hate using the word released, because release is so barbaric. They were, anyway, for lack of a better word, they were released from slavery. So enslaved Africans in Jamaica were released from slavery during that time. So there's going to be, people are preparing food and getting all of their things. Plus it's Friday. Friday's already just a regular busy day in the market. But there's going to be lots of kumanas going around, lots of cultural events happening this weekend through the 6th. And I'm very excited about that. I hope to run into something meaningful this weekend as it relates to Emancipation Day culture and celebration. But yeah, I've been sitting in traffic for quite a while, and it just dawned on me that tomorrow is August 1st. So happy Emancipation Day, Jamaica. Thank you for all the love and support. I hope to run into some good celebrations this weekend, good food, and paying love and respect to all of our elevated ancestors. So I'm gonna go fetch water early this week because I'm going to be busy this weekend. I have a guest coming from the States. So I'm gonna go get my water now so I can be nice and hydrated. All right, love, health, and wealth. Peace.
Honor of Emancipation Day, I'm only gonna say this once. Don't be a rolling stone that gathers no mass. Big up Jamaica. Love Jamaica, I will dance a lot. Them try cripple wings, so we try fly out. But one day I know we're nice like Jamaica, rose, breadfruit, and banana. Big up all my Jamaican people that want Jamaica emancipate itself. Power.
It was an obstacle and a burden. The knowledge of the past is the safest and surest way of emancipation. Remember, the freedom is the emancipation from the rules of other men, you know. You have to think for yourself. So emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So none but ourselves can free our mind. Think about it. Again.
August 1st, that means that it is Jamaica's Emancipation Day and also 30 days to my birthday, but who is counting? I am, clearly. But somebody invited me to a baby shower, but I had to stop before I go because I am hungry and I need some real Jamaican authentic food. So I'm sitting outside this Jamaican restaurant called Reggae Jam right now, and we're gonna get some yamins because I'm hungry. I wanna eat some real food because I'm looking and smelling like emancipation, freedom, and coconuts. How come? Okay, these products right here. Check them out. But anyways, let's go get some food because I'm highly blessed and I don't know if I should get oxtail or jerk chicken. I really feeling like a curry goat today. I'm gonna hurry up and eat some food. This is what I got. Yeah, let me show you. Wow. I spilled it in the car. I messed it up. Okay, so it's not looking very pretty right now. I got jerk chicken with curry gravy and plantains, of course. And, oh gosh, I messed it up in the car. I'm so sorry. And of course, I bought the ting on the Malta because my stomach was feeling a little bit low, meaning I haven't eaten all morning, so I don't feel so good. So I got some ting to catch up my stomach. Okay, real Jamaican. Let's get into it. I've had their food before, so I know it tastes good, but today a different day, so it might taste different. So let's see. You can't ruin plantains. They're naturally tasty. Good. Okay. Rice with curry gravy. Nice. Oh, he put some curry goat in there. Good. Jerk chicken. Jerk chicken. Okay. I'm not even halfway through and my cravings have already been satisfied. Real thing is pop it off like that with your teeth, but it's not good for you, so don't do that, okay? Exactly what I needed to catch up my stomach. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my Jamaican meal on this fine Emancipation Day. To all my Jamaicans at home in the diaspora and just like everywhere in the world, on Mars, wherever you are at, because we are everywhere for sure. Happy Emancipation Day. Happy Emancipation Day. Y'all, enjoy our freedom. Enjoy being just the great people that you are. So full of life, so full of love, and so full of God. Jesus Christ. Okay? Y'all be blessed.
Emancipation Day, my love, me tell me say, all right, let me tell me credit card and my kids them who got the Jamaican store because me I not cook it. Me not cook it. I don't know if you go come in and go cook it, but it wasn't gonna be me. But me want a little piece of Jamaica as we are Jamaican. So I say, all right, me go down and Dana's there. So well, once upon a time, Dana's because now they name Matter Brain. So more Matter Brain really he kind of rub me the wrong way because the whole flat bridge he said this about 5 say not even run on a flat bridge. But neither here and here, I'm not here for the history lesson. Should it be history since it's Emancipation? So no, me annoying my kids. My kids them go always me can depend on if I spend my money off of my credit card and me not help me pay me back. Pay them back. Cause my money panic. So me say, alright, baby, take out what she want me take out what me want. I don't know why I pick the way me not pick them. Me not have a backlog juice. So that man get him rice and peas and the fried chicken as regular oxtail gravy. Me get all soda this so because me not pass my calorie deficit for the day, so me can idle eat. Best say she want a fruit punch, but my money me love. Normally pick no that drink juice, so that the same back with. But who is me to complain? I'm rich, why not? So rich, what me love and this are the food. So we get 2 cola champagne, 1 pineapple juices, so me buy super food pan top. I don't ask. No, I'm not practicing big bag eating, but just know me not my calorie deficit, so me end up eat out the red pea soup. Me love something about soup. And then pan top of that rain the fan me love. So I don't know where we really bring up Emancipation Day. Cause the only reason why I'm free from mental slavery, so me just I am the food and gonna.
Emancipation Day, Trinidad and Tobago. Happy Emancipation Day, Jamaica. Jamaica also celebrates Emancipation Day today, August 1st. Let us celebrate, let us remember our ancestors who traveled the path, made their way to the Caribbean, survived, and made a path for all of us. Remember, we carry inside us people who came before us, the love of thousands and thousands who made a path for us. They survived the journey so that we can have an opportunity to be here. We cannot forget our ancestors.
To forget our ancestors is like a tree without roots. They are the roots that was planted so that we can continue to grow. So today, Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica sing, dance, and celebrate the spirits of our ancestors.
Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day marks the abolition of slavery in the British Empire. On August 1st, 1834, enslaved Africans in Jamaica were legally declared free under the 1833 Slavery Abolition Act. The Emancipation Proclamation was read from the Old King's House in Spanish Town, which was Jamaica's capital at the time. However, although legally declared free, they were forced into a kind of apprenticeship system where they had to work 40 hours a week without pay for their former enslavers. Only enslaved children below the age of 6 were granted freedom immediately. It wasn't until August 1st, 1838, 4 years later, that full freedom had been granted after years of resistance and protest. Emancipation was also the beginning of a long journey towards challenging colonial systems. Although slavery had ended, many Jamaicans continued to face poverty and further injustice, which led to events like the Morant Bay Rebellion in 1865. Emancipation Day honors the strength and resistance of our ancestors. It commemorates those who fought for freedom and endured the horrors of slavery. Their legacy should never be forgotten. Today in Jamaica, the 1st of August is a national holiday to mark Emancipation Day. It was first recognized as a national holiday in 1893, but after Jamaica had gained its independence in 1962, it was replaced with Independence Day. But by 1997, Emancipation Day was reinstated and Independence Day is now obviously celebrated on the 6th of August. Several other Caribbean nations commemorate Emancipation Day on the 1st of August or on the 1st month.
Emancipation from chattel slavery, but are we truly emancipated from mental slavery? Imagine someone tells you they discovered a speech from 1712 by a slave owner named Willie Lynch, and in that document it explains how to control Africans for hundreds of years and create divisions that would last for generations. The document describes tactics such as divide and rule, enslavers encouraging mistrust by rewarding informants and obedience, age divisions disrupting the transfer of knowledge by separating older generations from younger generations, skin tone divisions influencing ideas of worthiness by assigning lighter domestic work to lighter skin tones, men versus women weakening collective spirit by separating families through sale, inciting fear via public whippings and execution to intimidate others, controlling knowledge, restricting or outlawing the teaching of reading and writing to enslaved people, psychological dependence controlling food, clothing, housing and permissions, and a self-perpetuating system where laws, inheritance and racial hierarchies ensure slavery's social and economic legacy continues across generations. It's a powerful story and it resonates with so many. And although the Willie Lynch letter itself isn't authentic, many methods described in the letter were genuinely used across slave societies, and you can see the consequences of those methods today. But historians have found no verified copy of the Willie Lynch letter from the 1700s, no contemporary record of the speech, and the language contains words and expressions that were not used in 1712. So because of this, scholars believe that the Willie Lynch letter was written in the 20th century. However, that doesn't mean that we should ignore the ideas altogether. These systems of control did exist, and their effects still can be seen in many societies today. So as we mark Emancipation Day, let's remember that legal freedom was won in 1834, but let's also reflect on how we can emancipate ourselves from mental.
Don't be those to big up myself, Jamaicans. Big up myself, my fellow Jamaicans. Happy Emancipation Day, yo. Independence Day, the 6th of August, I come. So big up on yourself, yo. Yo, I love me Jamaicans. If you don't listen when we come home at the best. Me telling you the best. Me keep telling you, there's nothing sweet like home. Yes, me love the UK. Me not tell her like I've been here from a very young girl. My mom sent for me. But anybody can vote for me. I'm a girl that always try to go back home every summer until this thing come over me. Me don't know what come over me. I don't know, but car drive and a car travel as I want anymore. I mean, I tell you one of the worst thing, because I always try to go back home and see my father and my brother and my family them. Me now go call everybody name who is my family out there, but me have some nice family out there. Me have some very, very, very nice family. You understand me? The whole of we close. Most of we close. Yes, some of them sell me out, don't get me wrong, but every country Everybody have them fault. People are still out of Britain too. You understand me? But anyway, it's not about that. Big up my fellow Jamaicans them today. I'm missing home. Me telling you. Me not get to travel this year. Me want to cry. Me want to cry. Me not lie. Because me can't afford to jump on the plane. Bills have to pay. You understand me? Me still have to send funds home to my family when me can. Even if it's a little £1. Not that I can send £1. You don't know the thing said. But yeah. But yo, big up on yourself today. Enjoy on yourself. I have to say big up on yourself before me go on my bed. Alright, one love. Alright, big up on yourself. I'm missing you.
Jamaica proudly celebrates Emancipation Day, a moment that reminds us of the courage, resilience, and sacrifices of our ancestors. On August 1st, 1838, full freedom from slavery became a reality, marking the beginning of a new chapter in our nation's history. Emancipation Day is more than a public holiday. It is a celebration of our identity, culture, strength, and the unbreakable spirit of the Jamaican people. From the rhythm of reggae and the beat of the drums to our rich traditions and vibrant communities, we honor those who paved the way for future generations. Whether you're celebrating in Kingston, Montego Bay, Portland, or anywhere across the island, or representing Jamaica overseas, today is your day too. We invite every Jamaican, both yard and abroad, to celebrate with pride. Fly the black on green and gold, share our history, embrace our culture, and let the world see the strength of our people. Happy Emancipation Day, Jamaica. One love, one people, one...
Wagwan, beautiful people of Jamaica. Thank you so much for always coming back. I don't take your support for granted. I appreciate your presence like so much, my good people. So in today's video, I want us to listen to Jamaicans talking about Emancipation Day. Remember that Emancipation Day is all about that beautiful day that slavery ended. So Jamaicans have come out, they have spoken, they'll continue speaking because this particular day is very special and they celebrate for like around 6 days up to the 6th of August, which will be on Wednesday. And I don't know if you've ever wondered what does Emancipation Day really means in Jamaica and the Caribbean island in general. And I've already told you, yeah, it's all about celebrating the freedom, the freedom from slavery, And I can tell you that today, I know you've listened to the Jamaicans talking about this Emancipation Day, and I know you've loved it and you've really enjoyed it. So many Jamaicans living abroad, they have also come out to speak about the celebration. As much as they are far from home, they are also celebrating. You never forget your roots, right? So each year in the month of August, 1st throughout to 6th, Jamaica marks Emancipation Day, and they get to remember the end of slavery in the British Caribbean. That is in the year 1834. So that's when this slavery in the Caribbean officially ended. But of course, that freedom didn't come like in an overnight. No, we have many formerly enslaved people that entered an apprenticeship system, and that system actually lasted for years. It lasted for 4 years precisely, and true legal freedom came in 1834. So the journey was long, of course. The sacrifices were enormous. Millions of the Caribbean people suffered, and many of them never lived to enjoy the freedom. That history, I can tell you, it's really painful, but again, it's also very powerful because it shaped how Jamaica is now. It shaped the people of Jamaica and it shaped the nation's identity. So if you look at many older Jamaicans, they say that Emancipation Day is like a sacred day. They believe that the young people should never forget that day and they should always put it as a special day. We have those that were privileged to have their grandparents around, and I can tell you that they still remember those stories from their grandparents. I mean, stories of hardship, of survival, of courage, and they tell these particular young people that their ancestors fought so that many of them could be free today. And of course, there is this belief that the holiday is becoming more about entertainment than celebrating and appreciating the history. And if we celebrate more on the entertainment side, then there is a worry that the history is going to slowly die and are forgotten. So many young people in Jamaica, they see things differently, of course, given that, it's generations do evolve, and there is actually this belief that, this particular day should actually be also taught or to be taught in school, so that, people, okay, not really like this particular specific day, but, real stories about what really happened, the stories that inspire, of course, and stories that teach resilience from before 1834, because, freedom today means an opportunity. And because there is education, job, safety, affordable housing. If you remember, then people didn't have those kind of freedom. They used to struggle every day to survive. So many parents also have a strong opinion regarding this day, saying that their children must know where they came from, and they most of the time teach them about Marcus Garvey, about the Maroons, about the heroes who resisted oppression, because they believe that if they teach their children about their history, it will build their confidence, it will build their identity, and it will build their pride. And market vendors have their own perspective, by the way, because yeah, if you look at them, of course, people, if you talk about cost of living, they'll be like, oh, life is hard, and now, and prices continue to rise each year, year come in, year come out. I mean, business is unpredictable, but if you look at those items, it's something that affects all of us all over the world, not just in Jamaica. But against all odds, they do appreciate the freedom that they have now, because, they also want economic freedom, better opportunities, stability. And, for them, they'll be like, okay, well, what does this freedom really mean if people cannot afford or cannot comfortably afford to feed their families? So the workers, those that work for the government or private sector, they have similar concerns, I can say. As much as they are grateful for this independence and freedom, they also want fairness about wages, better healthcare, better housing, and better everything, because they believe that freedom should improve everyday life, not just exist in history books only. And our students in the university, they are very proud to be Jamaican. They will celebrate the country's culture through music, language, global influence. But again, they also believe that the country must continue improving. And what they want is innovation, transparency, good governance, good leadership, and more opportunities for the young people. In that sense, it means that the current leadership or any leadership that comes in should always be um, building manufacturing factories, so that not just manufacturing but all type of industries. Jamaicans are living abroad. Most of these people not always become emotional, because they say that, you see, this distance, it makes them appreciate them even more. And you'll see some attending these particular celebrations abroad, like they have the function being held abroad, and while there, they proudly wear their cultural attires or Jamaican colors, and share traditional food, music, history. And they believe that no matter where they live, Jamaica remains to be part of them. You can remove someone out of Jamaica, but you cannot remove Jamaica out of them. One question that appears again and again: has Jamaica achieved really true freedom? What do you think, guys? Of course, others will be yes, others will be no, others will be like, oh, democracy is something that is taking us back instead of taking us forward. People are talking about culture, education, national pride, everything. But again, some believe that, you see, freedom should actually mean quality, better economic activity, justice, hope, and all that. I mean, we are all different, so how we perceive something is different from how others do perceive. One thing that I tend to see that most people agree on is the fact that history has never been forgotten, or it must never be forgotten, because you see, the future generations to come, they deserve to know their history. They should honor those who came before them. They should honor those who fought for their freedom, not through words alone, but through actions, through unity, and through building a better Jamaica. So Emancipation Day, as I told you, is not only about the past, it's about the future. It's about reminding every Jamaican that freedom is precious and that freedom must be protected. And freedom alone creates opportunity, by the way. So we should always talk about this, and today, tomorrow, forever. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think about this particular day? If you listened already to Jamaican people talking and saying their opinions regarding this particular Emancipation Day. You saw many of them come to the streets, to celebrate. We saw them in their cultural attire. It was one of the best of the best of the best. I can honestly tell you that. And probably you could tell me what's your take on that. What do you understand by emancipation, by the way? And you saw Jamaicans coming out. In large numbers, and you can see that they truly treasured this particular day. So I'll see you in the next video, my good people. Thank you so much for always supporting this particular channel. I don't take it for granted, my good.